20,000 people, all at once, could live underground, but this was no ordinary cave. This was a hidden city. Located in the Cappadocia region of Turkey, the Derinkuyu underground city is one of the most mysterious structures in the world. It descends to a depth of 85 meters, and it had the capacity to shelter around 20,000 people at the same time. Considering ancient population levels, this number is almost unimaginable. So, why did people choose to go underground? In 1963, a man was renovating his home. His goal was simply to expand a wall, but that wall opened to another world. When the wall was broken, a dark void appeared behind it. He was curious. He stepped inside. One room led to another, then a corridor, then another passage, and no matter how far he went, the underground never seemed to end. Even today, research is still ongoing, and it is believed that around 60% of this massive structure still lies buried beneath the earth. Perhaps there is much more we have yet to see. Why such a vast underground city was built is still not known for certain today, but there are different theories. Some researchers believe it was built to escape religious persecution. Others say it all began as a way to reach water. And there is one theory, far more unsettling than the others. It may have been built to escape a great catastrophe. In this video, we will explore the truths behind these theories. According to many researchers, Derinkuyu was a shelter, but a shelter built to escape from people. Throughout history, this region witnessed intense religious conflicts. And at the center of these conflicts, there was a name: Paul the Apostle. Once a persecutor of Christians, he later became one of the most influential figures in spreading this faith. But in his early years, life was extremely dangerous for those who believed in this religion. That is why some communities are thought to have been forced to go underground in order to survive. Another theory begins much more simply: water. This underground city was not carved out in a single night. People first began digging into the earth to reach water. But with every excavation, they had to go deeper. And over time, they realized something. In the depths, the freezing cold of winter did not exist. Compared to the surface, it was far more stable, far more protected, and perhaps for the first time, the underground began to feel safer than the world above. What started as a search for water gradually turned into living spaces. Rooms were carved out, storage areas were built, spaces were created for animals. And so, a simple need transformed into an entire city. A total of 52 ventilation shafts have been discovered in the city. These shafts are believed to have been primitive drilling attempts to reach water. But what is truly fascinating is this: while searching for water, people unknowingly created a perfect ventilation system. A system that allowed thousands of people to survive underground for long periods of time. But something stands out. Why could the doors in this city only be locked from the inside? Why were there such massive and incredibly heavy stone doors? Cappadocia, throughout history, was not only home to humans, but also to wild predators. During the winter months, when food became scarce, predators could descend as far as the areas where people lived. Even following the scent, they could reach underground. But people found a solution for that as well. Volcanic tough stone was soft and easy to shape. These stones were carved, shaped, and turned into massive sliding doors. When these doors were closed, those inside were safe. But the most intriguing theory goes far beyond all of this. What if this city was built not to escape from people or animals, but from something far greater? Derinkuyu was not just a shelter. Advanced ventilation systems, massive stone doors, and a structure capable of housing thousands of people for long periods of time. These are not the features of a temporary hiding place. This was designed for long-term living. Some researchers suggest that this structure was built to protect against large-scale disasters. Disasters that could render the surface uninhabitable, volcanic eruptions, sudden climate changes, even meteor impacts. But what makes this theory truly fascinating is another question. If this city was really built for such a catastrophe, how did they have enough time to construct it? And more importantly, how did they know it was coming? Derinkuyu has not yet been fully explored. Some sections are open to visitors, but the deeper passages, narrow tunnels, and much of the lower levels remain closed. Researchers believe that a significant part of the city still lies beneath the earth. There may be rooms yet to be opened, undiscovered tunnels, and hidden truths. And perhaps the most important part still lies in the depths, because sometimes the greatest mysteries are not what we find above the ground. Perhaps the real story was always underground, and it has simply been waiting to be discovered.